Americans throw out over 12 million tons of furniture every year. That number has grown 450% since 1960, and over 80% of it goes straight to the landfill. If you bought a dresser, a bookshelf, or a dining table from a big box store in the last 5 years, there is a very good chance it is already falling apart. Your grandparents' furniture survived 60 years. Yours is struggling to survive its first move. That is not bad luck. That is a material choice made in a factory you will never see. Today, we are exposing the 3 engineering scams hiding inside your furniture, the specific materials you need to avoid, and the only 3 ways to buy furniture that will actually last. 50 years ago, furniture was built by regional manufacturers using solid hardwood, oak, maple, walnut, cherry. A dresser weighed 100 pounds because it was made of real timber, held together with dovetail joints and wood glue. Your grandmother's dining table was not bought to match a trend. It was bought to last a lifetime and then passed down. Then in the 1990s, globalization hit the furniture industry. Manufacturing moved to Southeast Asia and China. Private equity bought up heritage brands, and manufacturers discovered they could replace solid hardwood with engineered wood products that cost a fraction of the price but looked identical on the surface. The era of fast furniture had begun. 12 million tons a year of disposable garbage wrapped in a photograph of walnut. The first scam is particle board. Particle board is exactly what it sounds like. Sawdust, wood chips, and shavings compressed together with formaldehyde-based resin and pressed flat. It is the hot dog of the wood world. They take the waste that real woodworkers throw away, grind it into a paste, and wrap it in a vinyl film printed to look like walnut or oak. Particle board has almost no structural strength. Screws pull out of it within months. If the surface laminate chips or the board gets wet, it swells like a sponge and never recovers. Every piece of flat pack furniture you have ever assembled and watched disintegrate within 2 years was made of particle board. And here is the number that explains why. A sheet of particle board costs the manufacturer $2 to $4. A sheet of solid oak in the same size costs $40 to $60. That margin is the entire business model. They save $50 on the material and charge you $300 for the name on the box. And it is not just cheap. It may be toxic. The EPA has stated that the formaldehyde resin used to bind particle board has been shown to cause cancer in animals and may cause cancer in humans. Professional movers now recommend that you throw your particle board furniture away when you move rather than try to transport it. That is not furniture. That is temporary storage with an expiration date. The second scam is MDF, medium density fiberboard. Furniture companies market MDF as an upgrade from particle board. It is smoother, denser, and paints well, but it is still sawdust and glue. Under normal conditions, MDF lasts 10 to 15 years. Real hardwood furniture lasts 50 to 100. MDF cannot be repaired once it chips. You cannot sand it down and refinish it like solid wood. If a corner breaks or the surface gets scratched through the veneer, the piece is finished. But the real crime is the labeling. Retailers describe MDF furniture as engineered hardwood or solid wood construction. Those terms mean nothing. They are marketing language designed to make pressed sawdust sound premium. A $1,200 entertainment center described as engineered hardwood with a walnut finish is MDF with a photograph of walnut glued to the surface. You are paying $1,200 for sawdust with a sticker. The third scam is the death of joinery. Traditional furniture used dovetail joints, mortise and tenon connections, and tongue and groove assembly. These are mechanical bonds that actually get tighter under pressure. A dovetail drawer joint from 1960 is stronger today than the day it was built. Modern mass-produced furniture uses cam locks, dowel pins, and staples. Cam locks are the small metal discs you twist with an Allen wrench when assembling flat-pack furniture. They rely on friction between a metal cam and a particle board hole. Particle board does not grip. The cam loosens, the joint fails, the furniture wobbles, and eventually collapses. This is not a manufacturing limitation. Dovetail routing machines exist, and can cut joints at industrial scale. The industry chose cam locks because they allow flat pack shipping, which cuts transportation costs by up to 90%. They saved money on the truck. You lost money on the dresser. Quick question. What is the worst piece of furniture you have ever bought? How fast did it fall apart? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear the disasters. So if particle board is garbage and MDF is a dressed-up version of the same garbage, what should you actually buy? Number 3. Used solid wood furniture. Estate sales, antique shops, and Facebook Marketplace are filled with dressers, tables, and bookshelves made from real hardwood that have already survived 30 to 50 years. A solid oak dresser from the 1980s costs $200 to $400 used. Sand it, refinish it, it looks brand new. You cannot sand particle board. You cannot refinish MDF. If it can be refinished, it is real wood. If it cannot, it is disposable. That is the test. Number 2. Amish and Mennonite-built furniture. This is the speed queen of the furniture world. Workshops in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana still build solid hardwood furniture with traditional joinery. No particle board, no MDF, no cam locks, no flat pack assembly. A dining table from an Amish craftsman runs $1,500 to $3,000, but it is a table your grandchildren will eat at. Companies like Dutch Crafters and Amish Outlet Store ship nationwide. When you buy from them, you are buying from a small workshop, not a holding company. Number 1. If you want to spend the least and get the most, buy at estate sales. Not antique stores, estate sales. When a family liquidates a home, everything goes. Solid maple dressers for $150, oak dining sets for $300. These are the same pieces that heritage brands sold for $2,000 40 years ago. They have already proven they can survive 4 decades of daily use. Nothing you buy new at a big box store will ever do that. The material. Check the joints. If the listing says engineered wood, that is sawdust in a costume. If the joints are cam locks instead of dovetails, that piece has a 2-year lifespan designed into its bones. That is not craftsmanship. That is disposal engineering. Stop buying the catalog photo. Start buying the material underneath it. If this saved you from wasting money on furniture that was designed to fall apart, subscribe. Because next week, we are going inside Home Depot. The brands on those shelves are not the brands your father bought. The names are the same. What is inside the box is not. And the price went up.